It is extraordinary for a congregation to have members who are Jewish community leaders and who are leaders in the Cherry Hill community.
They have purposely set out to live a life where they can raise a family that they are proud of. They have friendships that they cherish, that they live in a community that they can give back to and be a part of. That was all very intentional on their part.
They've always been obsessed with kindness. So growing up and still now.
They have an extraordinary, kind and warm touch, which they bring to everything that they do.
My mom's favorite saying is, kindness counts.
It was always on the refrigerator, kindness counts. Happy birthday to you. Wait a second, it's not your birthday. Happy tribute day to you. Happy tribute day, dear Mom and Dad, and a mazel tov to you.
Chuck and Stephanie have been incredible partners at TBS for so many years. Chuck, of course, grew up here, and their kids grew up here.
The thing that make my mom and dad so unique is their selflessness. My mom is just the absolute best listener, and she is so compassionate, and whatever you feel, she feels too. If you cry, she cries alongside. If you're happy, she's happy too. And my dad is so similar. He listens with open ears and always wants to motivate and help everybody he can.
I knew from my experience with them, from growing up with them as parents, I wanted to really focus on helping people. And so to me, public health was a really inspirational field that I was able to combine my love for science and health with the values that they had taught me of always helping others and keeping others in mind and the importance of putting others first.
I always appreciate calling Chuck and Stephanie, and I know that when I call them I have to be prepared because he always asks great questions and very precise questions about how the synagogue's doing, what sort of programming we're doing, what we're thinking about. He's always very curious and also very helpful and insightful in helping us think through our directions going forward.
They intentionally bring meaning to their life. I think it harkens back a little bit to my parents and the fact that they raised us in a home that really spoke to the values of Judaism, and they really cared about community. They cared about their friends deeply. They cared about family. They cared very much about education and curiosity.
There's so many things that, we try to model from Steph and Chuck and our children. Their philanthropy is something that's been very important to them. Our kids now go to Jewish preschool, and they've gotten very involved in the Jewish holidays, and it's become important to our kids. And Steph and Chuck really make that a priority. When
I think about Stephanie, I really think about how she's beautified so many holy spaces in our community. I mean, it happened here in our sanctuary.
I can point to certain touches in this room that I know show her hand. I'm not a decorator, certainly, but they invited me to be part of it, and I really appreciated that.
At Kalman Brown Academy, she was instrumental in creating that beautiful building that they have in Voorhees now.
She and I worked particularly on the Torah mantles, which are the ones that we use on a week-to-week basis.
She's really done a wonderful job helping so many spaces become more beautiful, more holy in our area.
She has a great eye, a good sense of what works as a decorator.
One of the last tribute dinners that we had, Stephanie was working on her vision to have this incredible design with butterflies and chicken wire that was set up in the Friedman Social Hall. And I walked in to see how it was going, and there was Chuck working to implement the vision. And he had his sleeves rolled up, the sweat was rolling down his face, but he wanted to make sure he got it right for Stephanie. And I think that's just one example of the incredible partnership the two of them have together and the way in which they use that to make our community and so many places in our community stronger.
They cannot relax.
No, they're the busiest retired people I've ever met.
Yeah, they work harder than all of us and we have jobs.
Between the two of them, they just complement each other so well. They get along great. They've done a wonderful job of raising their kids to be just outstanding citizens. And they've just been role models for people in the South Jersey community and really in the greater Philadelphia area.
Chuck being the 4th mayor in a row from TBS, along with many other council members that we have had and we currently have as part of TBS, really is something we're very proud of as a synagogue. It's something that shows our commitment not only to our Jewish community and to our synagogue, of course, but also to our broader community.
It sets a wonderful example for all of us of what it means to have multiple ways of engaging with community and promoting community.
It's understanding that Judaism must be putting our values into action. And that's something that doesn't only happen at our Shabbat tables and our holiday tables and our services, but also happens out in the community. How we think about how we better our community, how we help those in need, how we try to create structures and ways in which we all can thrive.
Just the way he gave back to the Cherry Hill community when he served as mayor, never taking his salary, and just doing it because he wanted to give back to the community. And that's a rare trait that you don't see out of somebody these days.
They're just two of the most selfless people in the world, and they care so much about the people around them.
They also set a very high standard in terms of what people should aspire to do.
They feel strongly in everyone having something to contribute, no matter what it is. Everyone has something that they can bring to the table.
What it comes down to is just love, so much love. I mean, I've never seen anybody possess so much love for the people around them, for their children and their children's children and their friends. And it makes me so proud.
They're each uniquely impressive, but together they're pretty astonishing.